Firstly, I apologise for my squinting. It's all of a sudden become warm here. The sun is in my eyes and I've been looking for a place that doesn't have me squinting so much. But what I want to talk about is, at the beginning of this year, I was experiencing that deflation of interest in wristwatches, and it happens to absolutely everyone. If you are a collector or an enthusiast, some days you do not have the headspace for wristwatches, and even if someone has a nice wristwatch and they want to show you, you're really not interested. But the good news is, the next day you will have changed your point of view. You will have changed your mind, or you'll have simply had a good sleep the night before, and the interest for wristwatches come back. But this year, a couple of watches did pique my interest once again. I simply came across them because they popped into my newsfeed, and I thought, oh, that is so cool. And the watch today, or the watch brand I want to talk about, is Citizen. And I'll pop the photo in right now of their new Eco Drive diver. And the part number, I believe, is NB-1024, and it's an Eco Drive diver. Now, the moment I saw that, it instantly reminded me of the passion and the interest I have in wristwatches. And I know it's a bit of a chunky monkey, but I like chunky monkeys. And then I noticed the diver style strap, and I know that the strap material is very resistant to water, so it's not going to age. The case is chunky, and I believe that the crystal is sapphire and with Eco Drive, which means that its accuracy is probably going to be very good. And that sapphire crystal, it does bring a feeling of luxury to a watch, and I believe that the bezel has an additional hard coating over it. Well, that's what it looks like to me. I've only glanced at the spec, but if you look at this dive watch, it reminds me of the feeling that I had when I was in my early 20s, and I would always look at the Seiko SKX diver and the Citizen diver. And I'm saying this now so I don't forget. I will put pictures, images of the Seiko SKX and the Citizen divers in now. The specification was roughly the same. One had the crown on the left-hand side at 4 o'clock. The other had the crown at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I can't remember exactly where it is. And I used to love the fact that they had the crown on different sides. It was something that really appealed to me. But there is something about that watch between 15 and 20 years ago that really got you in the mood for going on holiday, especially around the Mediterranean. And if you thought you were going to be on a beach, or you might go scuba diving or diving, these were the watches that would grab your attention. Now, of course, Seiko have just released a new iteration of the SKX model, and I will put a couple of those images in now if I can find them. So I found that looking at the new Eco Drive by Citizen, it made me once again remember the feeling I had 20 years ago looking at these divers, and in particular the Citizen divers and the Seiko divers. I thought they were super, and it gave me that real interest. And then just recently, in the last week, noticing the new release of the new SKX releases, I thought, this is exactly what the watch hobby is all about. Obviously there's a genre of watch that you like. It's associated to diving, so it has that outside feeling. There are some lovely colours. I suppose you could say they're summery colours. But that diving aesthetic is something that has brought about nostalgia for me a little bit. Going on holiday in the Mediterranean area, fabulous. And this Citizen really got me back on the saddle of watch interest, enthusiasm and collecting. And today in this video, I thought I would just show you this, once again, this fabulous Citizen Eco Drive.